Good morning and welcome to Morning Coach Today. I am so glad you're with us. Hey, it's JB, and it is November 20th, 2023, episode 5155. It's a Monday here as we're getting ready to get organized and take things on. Super excited you're with me as it is Thanksgiving week. I know this is when, we start pulling it back a little bit. Pulling the throttle back. It's a holiday week. I get it. We're going to be doing some unusual things this week because it's a holiday week. But with that being said, it is the best time to start getting organized and start getting our planning together. With that being said, 10 days from now, large group meeting. Please make sure you go up in the meetup area. If you haven't been around in a while, that's fine. Go in the community and get signed up for on November 30th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have an important meeting. It's going to be about planning and structuring and organizing as we get past Thanksgiving, and we start getting into December. It is our time. This is our time to structure your planning, get things going. For those of you that are looking to work a little bit more personally with me, I've got some challenges. You're going to see emails going out on that. Something different that I'm doing this year where I'm going to handhold some groups. We've got a new really, it's not new. It's our corporate plan that we work with. We usually work with 10 groups of 10 or less. In that group of 10 or less, we usually charge $10,000 a month or $120,000 a year. So we're getting ready to launch in January, $100,000 program for small groups. That's corporate training to get corporate groups together. It's something we do. And then we work with bigger groups. But we're going to, for the first time ever, put some cohorts together for regular people like us. Instead of going into a company to do it, we're going to do it with a regular group. I'm excited about that. Keep an eye out for that email. If you're really looking to get super organized, this is a great way to do it. We're literally taking our 100K program, 120K program that we do kind of for corporations, bringing it, condensing it down that we're launching in January and allowing that to work in December for a small group of people or a few groups, okay? Excited about that. This week, we've also got some cool things going on. Tomorrow, I'm interviewing Victoria LeBalm. It's been a while since I brought an author in on the book. I think you're really going to enjoy that. It's a great interview, and we talk about the things that are happening with the book that I personally think are perfect for what's happening. So what are we doing? Well, this week we've got gratitude, the foundation to be built on. Today, remember organizing. Get your perspective together, set your daily priorities for the week, and let's focus on improved performance, our patience, our posture, our presence, and our persistence, okay? Need to do that today. Tomorrow, we've got our book study. It's going to be a lot of fun. Wednesday, we're going to talk about what is grace because it is Thanksgiving. What does it mean? What are we talking about with it? Thursday is Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's not celebrated around the world, but we're going to have a podcast, obviously, on Thanksgiving, and we'll get through that. I'm spending time with my family. My mom, there's a reason that I'm here. My mom's 78 now and, is dealing with some health issues right now. Got diagnosed with some kidney cancer. So we know we're going to get through it. But it is always challenging in those times when you get that. So we're, getting the family together. It's one of the reasons I'm here for Thanksgiving. And so we'll talk about that. Friday then is Black Friday. Again, one of those things that we do, we have some Black Friday sales, and we talk about what that is as we go into the 4-day weekend. Saturday, Paul's been helping us. We've got a coach cast on holiday eating and some things. He's going to talk about that with Dr. Paul. And then Sunday, we're talking about finding peace and the plan. So it's a big week. I mean, even though it's a holiday week, it's still a big week for me. I'm excited about this time of year because it gets us into the place where we can set up the year to be very, very successful. It's the time to step back and go, okay, what do we need to do? What do we need to do in order to, get ourselves organized and focus on the next step? And of course, as we've talked about this, gratitude is such a critical part of that. And that's why I want to talk about it today as we get organized. But again, we've got to make sure we're getting focused on the clarity of what we're looking to achieve. And also some of the stuff we're learning from Victoria is being able to risk a little bit and do some things outside the box. This is the first year I started pulling some tarot cards to just kind of get a different feel of in the morning, like give me some different energy. What should I be looking for? What should I be looking at? And it's been amazing because I pulled some really crazy ones, like the Sun card the other day, which was really unexpected, which is about understanding some of the negative things that have happened and how you see the brightness and the challenges and the changes that you do. Also, I pulled some cards on stepping forward. I pulled the Joker, which is really unusual, where you're stepping off the ledge and you're risking, as we talked about last week. And being able to risk is important because there are things that are happening. I haven't expanded our corporate business like we're doing in January, where we go in and we implement the Sacred Six process across the companies. I was, talking about that a little bit earlier. This is a new thing we're doing. It's something I've done in the past, and I do it, for certain groups of people that I know, but we're actually bringing this out and going into the corporate world, which are big projects. When we get 10 plus people, we're talking, when we get to 100 people, we're talking $1 million project because we've got to build everything for that. So there's a lot of big things going on that are awesome, which just trickles down into our community, which I'm excited about sharing with you. It allows us to do some other cool things that we normally wouldn't be able to do here. So it all starts with slowing down, right? And that's something I really want you to do this week. We've got an opportunity. It is the Thanksgiving. You can kind of, take it back a little bit and start thinking about the life that you want to live. What is the lifestyle that you want? Who do you want in your life? What do you want to be doing? What kind of financial situation do you want to be in? And then, understanding that gratitude is the foundational piece. When we start with that, it really changes everything. So we've got our 7 Ps that we've really been getting into here going into the end of the year. And same thing going into next year, how this is becoming more of a system than just, hey, come listen and get some motivation, get some ideas. We're literally going to be working with you and hand-holding as we go forward. So it's like, hey, this is what we've got going on. We're bringing in corporate clients. We're having them listen as a group. And so we're really focusing on the productivity of not only practicality, but metaphysically also. So we've got to have that left brain and the right brain and everything combined in order to make this work and to make it work at a level that really changes lives. And we're excited about that. I'm excited about bringing this into companies and helping them do that, as we've done in the past, but at this level. So bringing in the 7 Ps, the first thing we're talking about is I promised myself to have the proper perspective, right? So if you don't have this PDF and you want it, just go up in the resources area. You can get it, or send us an email at info@morningcoach.com. We'll show you where you can get it. But these are really important principles. So we've got to start the day off with a proper perspective. And what is that proper perspective? Well, one of those things is gratitude. Gratitude is a great place to start. I am thankful for. Because when you are thankful for things, all of a sudden more comes into your life. It's really metaphysical. Like if you start to focus on the things you have instead of the things you don't have, it brings you so much peace and joy. And I can tell you the anxiety and stress and the things that have gotten me in trouble is when I'm stretching outside and trying to get things that I don't have instead of really appreciating what I do have and building from there. And I'm talking about building peace and happiness and joy from there. And so sometimes you start stretching outside of that, and it's okay. We want you to stretch some. We want you to risk forward, as Victoria's teaching us, right? But at the end of the day, we've also got to have gratitude for where we're at. That's the foundation. When you can plant yourself in a foundation of gratitude, you start to have you make better decisions, and you start to have better results because you're coming with the right perspective, and you're not coming from lack. You're not reaching too much. You're not pushing too hard. You're not going so fast because you're happy. You're at a place where you've got, hey, I'm just happy to be alive. And there's just something about that belief. If you can just start your day like I'm just grateful for, it really makes a difference. Now, in our planner, we have an area for gratitude. I want to give you a caveat. You have to be careful with this. Okay, if you get in the habit of writing the same things down every day, it loses its energy. In fact, some coaches and teachers will tell you not even to do a gratitude list in the morning because it will lose its energy. And believe me, it's happened to me where I write down the same things every week and then you're like, okay, or every day, and you're like, okay, this is losing its energy. So what I want you to do this year when it comes to foundational gratitude work and starting our day off with gratitude is to write something different every day. Don't write the same thing. My family, my children, Neo, my dog, it becomes repetitive. it loses its energy. And so the challenge is to find something new every day. One thing every day that you're just grateful for. And if you can ground yourself in that, the ideas and things that'll come are pretty amazing. And it's just the attitude that shifts when you start to do that. All of a sudden, you start to have gratitude and you do things differently. You look to be a servant leader. You look to give more. Because what you find is the things that you support with your money and your time, typically the most gratitude you get or the most joy you get are things you don't pay for. You know, I know you can be thankful for a car for a little while and then it gets old, right? Even getting a pilot's license and buying an airplane, it gets old. You know, the yacht industry is really interesting. I play with one of the biggest yacht brokers in the world. He's from Denmark, Chris, and we've been together for a long time playing in golf. We play golf together. He's my partner and a lot of member guests. And it's interesting to talk to him about the dynamic of when somebody buys a yacht because it takes years to build it. I'm talking 100-foot plus. I'm talking millions and million-dollar yachts. What's interesting is people will buy them, okay? They'll buy this yacht, and they're excited about it. And as soon as they take delivery, they go take delivery, and it's a happy moment for them. He says it's so awesome. But you know what most of them are doing? They're buying their next one because they know it takes so long to build that they know within a couple years that yacht is going to be old, and then they move on to the next one. So if a yacht, you know, that's the most glamorous thing that maybe somebody could have is going to get old, any material possession gets old. It just is what it is. And so we can be thankful for it. We can be grateful. I'm grateful I have a car to drive. I'm grateful I have a truck to throw wood into. I'm grateful that I have a house to live in. I'm very grateful. But I also know the things that I'm really grateful for is like the mission I'm on helping animals, you know, the things that I do when I go to the sports teams, the local sports teams that help. I have a lot of gratitude for things that money can't buy. So if you focus on the things that you can support or the things you can put your money into support, then it really makes a difference. I mean, you should be, I'm grateful for you because you're supporting our effort here. I don't think you realize how important this core group has been to me. I don't think you understand how important you are. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to expand and grow. I've went through some very tough years where we've, expanded, contracted. It's just business in general. People have looked at other places. I get it. It's been challenging at many times. But because of you, I'm still here, and I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful. It's one of the most important things for me is the gratitude I have for you and the support that you've given me. And hopefully you can have some gratitude in knowing that your support is helping others. Your support is really changing other people's lives. Even if you don't use our systems 100% and you're not showing up every day, there are people that are. There are people that really need what we bring day in and day out. And because of your support, I'm able to do that. Right? And so that's what I'm talking about when it comes to support. When you look at your money and your time, you can start to see what really is bringing you joy. And so, again, stepping back, gratitude is the foundation. We are getting organized this week. That's our game plan. We're getting focused in on things we need to do. That's our whole structure, is to get that done. Okay? Then, as we do that, in our planning system, and as we go into the new year, there's an area for gratitude, gratitude. What I want you to think about is something different every day. I don't want you to put the same things every day. I want you to really think about something that you're grateful for that you weren't grateful for yesterday. And as you do this, that gratitude is such a foundational piece to really build on. And as we slow down this week and we start to gain proper perspective and we start to work on our strategy, and remember, what is strategy? It's just priorities. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a game plan that's going to kick ass. And the next couple weeks, that's what we're moving into, where we've got a month where we're going to just Katie bar the door. Right? Katie bar the door. We're going to get together and we're going to figure out a plan. And for some of you that want to work with me, then, send an email to info@morningcoach.com. We've got the challenge this year. And if you've got a company that wants us to come in, this is something brand new. I've done it in the past, but we're really starting to roll it out. Let me know, because I'm excited about doing some new things. It's like that Joker or the Fool. It's actually the Fool, not the Joker, but the Fool falling over the ledge. That's where I'm at. I'm ready to do some cool stuff this year that really has big impact. And hopefully you are too, as we move forward together with gratitude. And again, I'm very thankful for you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here, because without you, I couldn't do any of this. And we're going to do some really great things together in 2024, but it starts with having gratitude. Okay, so let's get out there and have a fantastic day. Massive love to you, and I'll be back tomorrow right here as we got an interview with Victoria. Make sure you're tuned in. It's going to be a great one. Hey, thanks for listening to the end. JB here, excited that you took the time to listen. First of all, it's all about giving and good energy. We've had a bunch of people ask, how do I join? What do I need to do to get involved with Morning Coach? Well, one, you can go to the join button on morningcoach.com, and typically it'll show you the classes or what we have going on. But if you're a company looking for, more or support, or maybe you're looking for some individual coaching or want to work with us, then what you need to do is just send an email to info@morningcoach.com. We'll set up a team member. We can talk and really figure out what is your best fit. We want to make sure it works for you and us. And you can do that by sending an email to info@morningcoach.com. Okay, I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to see you in Morning Coach. It is time to make 2024 amazing.